Okay, so I thought I would make a little video about this that I have here. This is a Sony Ericsson K750i. This is a Sony Ericsson W800i. This is the Walkman version, obviously, and this is not. The problem is here that this one here is in very good condition, but it has a broken screen, broken display, as you can see there. This one has a fully working display, so what I'm about to do now is to change the display here. So I don't know if you could tell. Oops, yeah, you can see that not working at all. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to fix. So let's get started with this, and I'm about to open this one first. So we put this one at the side here. Okay, so first thing I need to do is to remove those screws here. For that I have a little Phillips screwdriver. Remember to be very careful when doing this. Of course, this is such small things, you don't want to break anything, so let's be very careful. And as those phones here are used phones and not brand new, I recommend to use a knife, but still be very careful here when doing this, because you don't want to break the phone and you don't want to cut yourself or anything like that, so it's kind of very easy to open up, and be very careful when open this one. It should come off pretty easy. Yeah, there we go. And so what we want to do now is to remove the front here, and by doing that you have to loosen those ones here, and you need some special tools for that. You need something that looks like this. I don't really remember here, but I think it's this one. Yep. Be very careful when doing this. There we go. And now you're pretty much good to go. What you want to do now is to go ahead and take the knife, and if you have a memory card in here, I suggest that you pop that out, and I think pretty much you are good to go now. Yeah, there we go. Be very careful when doing this. Don't want to scratch the phone more than possible. I mean, you will not make any scratches if you are very careful. I've done this hundreds of times and there have never been a scratch. So when this is loose like this, you may wanna grab the phone like this and try to get it loose up here like that. You See how easy it come off? Yeah. So what we have here is the you have the buttons here and the joystick here, and of course the display. Don't touch it because that's not very good. So what you want to do now is to take loose those screws up here and try to not break anything, and try to not touch the display itself. That could cause major damage to your liver. There we go. What you want to do now is to, under here you have connectors. I don't know if you can see those, but you have one here under, and you have one there for the display. This one is for the keypad here. So what you want to do now is to be careful and open this up on this side only. Try to be as gentle as possible here, and you can see now that the connector there just come loose. Okay, I'm talking about that one there. Yeah. There you can see that you have the connector there that I just loosened on the keyboard, and this is the connector for the LCD screen here. So what we want to do is to be very, very careful here and just pop it up like that. There you go. And remember to be very careful when trying to, there we go. And there we go. So put this on side now until we have disassembled the other phone. What I'm about to do is that I am going to put the broken LCD in this one, so I know where it is. But for now I put this on the side here, everything. Oops. Like that. And let's go ahead and disassemble this one. Remember to be very careful. It's pretty much the same thing as the W800. Of course, the phones, because the phones are 99% similar to each other, so it's even possible to change the case from the W800 and put it on a K750. That's how similar they are. So be very careful here. Just open it a little bit like that. And you could put a finger in here. Yeah, like that. And be careful here. You don't want to break anything. It come off just like that. And now you have those screws here, exactly the same as the W800. It's exactly the same case as well. The housing, I should say. Come on, god damn it. There we go. Now it's time for open this one up. And be very careful when doing this. You don't want to break anything. Yeah, it seems like it's supposed to open very good. People will say that you need special tools for that. Oh my god, you're gonna break the phone. Oh god damn it, you're such an idiot. I hate you, god damn it. Well, go ahead, make my day. I know what I'm doing, and this is not going to break your phone. Not at all. They could be some very hard to loosen up here, but it's no danger to use some force here. Of course, you are not going to break the phone. There you go. As you can see, what you have here is you see the two holes there that is supposed to hold them fast here. So that's what's going on. But you can be pretty rough here. You are not going to break it. It's very unbreakable, I should say. Well, what we have here is pretty much the same thing. You need to be careful. What the hell? This is not what it's supposed to be. You will need all this black plastic here. There we go. And be very careful when doing this. There we go. It's all intact. And this is exactly the same thing here. You have the connector here. Be careful so you don't break anything. And you have the screws up here. I used to repair phones like this all the time back in the days, but I have to admit that it's at least 3 or 4 years since I did this the last time. Yeah, there we go. Here you have the broken LCD screen, and I'm about to put this aside now, and I will put in the new one just right away. You make this in the reverse order, but just make sure don't break anything or don't do anything that you don't know what you're doing. So what you want to do now is to fasten put back the screws here, so you know it's in its place. Yeah, like that. Like that. Pop that in there. There we go. And the connector here, as you can tell, it's supposed to be there. Yeah, there we go. And don't touch anything in here, because I don't know, but don't do it. What you want to go ahead and do now is take one of those, because I see that there is some things on the display here. Be very careful. You don't want to scratch it or break anything. Just, yeah, I think that will do it. Now it's time for the keyboard thing here. Remember the connector here, that it's a little bit tricky to get in its place, but it's when you once get the hang of how you do it, it's easy. I suggest you just put this in its place like that, and be very careful, and pop that black plastic there like that. And I suggest that you have one of those very small screwdrivers, because now it's time to try to get this connector here in its place without removing this one here. So let's have a look inside here and try to get it in its place. I think that will do it. Yeah, that will do it. I think that's okay. I think it's in its place now. It seems to, yeah, it is. So now it's time for the front here, and you may want to the same thing here. Make sure it's nothing in here, because that will make some difficulties to, yeah, I think that will do it. So what you want to do now is to hold this in an angle position here. At the same time you have this at an angle position as well, and just do like that. So fasten it in the upper here first, like this. You have the click there. Now you know it's all good to go, but be careful, because you see here the keypad could still not be in its place. So do like that, at the same time like this. There you go. So now it's all working, I hope. Well, I know it's going to work. Now you have those screws here. Time for putting those back. I mean, this is so easy that once you get the hang of how to do it, you could do it, I mean 10 minutes or so, maybe less than 10 minutes if you have the parts already loose. What you want to do now is to make sure everything is in its place. Do not touch this cover here when this one is like that, because you have the spring there, could get loose, and don't do it. The same here, make sure that it will fit very good in the upper corner here first. You do that by put it like this and just push it here. You see that it's very good here now, and just do like that. You're all ready to go. Now those screws here are very small and kind of tricky to work with, but yeah. Oops, I kind of miss those on uncomplicated phone because they are such fun to repair and easy to work with. I used to have a small business doing repairs on phones like this all the time, but I guess the future kinda come very fast, so we don't use those phones anymore. Well, as you can see here, we are all good to go now. It seems to work, everything. And what we can do now, just to speed up the work a little bit here, put in a battery and battery cover here, and whoops, it's going to work. Ta-da! Sony Ericsson. So that's how you repair a K750, W800, or even W810i, but it's not the same LCD display for the W810 though, but the work is pretty much the same. So there you go. Bye.